All right, guys, welcome to our DDI meeting today. All right, today, if you look at your agenda before we get started, today is November 16th. We are meeting to talk about our objective for today is to analyze data and examine student outcomes in an effort to increase student achievement. The data that we will be looking at is the 5th grade Math Common Assessment as well as 4th grade Math Common Assessment data. In looking at our agenda, we want to review our norms. Our norms are to start on time, end on time, have active participation, be prepared, respect others' opinions, and maintain confidentiality. Okay? Anyone have any questions about the norms before we get started? Everyone in agreement with the norms?
Yes.
Okay. All right, and I also wanted to review our roles for today. All right, so I will be facilitating today's meeting. Our timekeeper will be Ms. Johnson today. Ms. Johnson, we need you to make sure we stay on track. Our note takers will be for 4th grade, Ms. Darian, and for 5th grade, Mr. Hollis. And our chart note taker or our scribe will be Ms. Gordon once we move into our successes and challenges. All right, so before we start our meeting today, I wanted to play you guys a clip, and I hope that you can hear it. There are two scenes, and we're going to tie them into data, and the reason why we need to pull data. So I just want you to, I'm going to dim the lights, and then I'll hit play. And I want you to see if you can determine the relation to data. Has anyone seen this movie before, Man on Fire, with Denzel? If you haven't seen it, it's an awesome movie. You should see it.
Swimmer.
Never win. So what do I do?
What do you think you should do? If you're the fastest one in the water, you're the slowest one off the blocks. What do you think that means? What do you gotta do?
Get faster off the block.
You're faster off the blocks.
My big swim is in 3 weeks.
Yeah,
I was gonna end at the 150 freestyle.
you'll be fine. You'll be okay.
I'll still be slow.
You're not slow.
I never finish better than third.
Maybe you are slow.
Esta noche con nosotros Malena Guerrero del periódico Reforma. Vamos a hablar.
Okay, I'm going to stop it right here, and I'm going to bring up the next scene. Hold on. Sorry, I thought I had it up already.
parents are away on business in Juarez.
Today, you are their father.
Okay, and we're gonna stop it right there. Alright, so let's think about those 3 video clips that we just saw, okay? Turn and talk to your neighbor, your partner, and tell them what correlation can we make with data, with what we do in data. Are there any correlations to data?
The data starts off slow.
With a lot of progress, and it looked like all the training, coaching, and teaching, that put a performance, and that was a first thing, which is like, thank you.
It kind of made me feel a little better.
It's a massive
I never
standard.
thought about that.
Yeah.
And it was something like she wanted, you know, like, and he helped her know how to get there, you know.
That was a good thing.
Do a lot of stuff at first.
Mhm.
But then I look at his data,
Collaboration, visually.
even though it's not the cut score, he was like,
And
Yeah, because they have.
Okay, if you don't mind to bring your conversation to a
he
close.
doesn't believe himself.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, so thinking about those video clips that we saw, what were the key elements? What were some key elements to those 3 clips that we just saw?
observation, he observed.
Okay, so he made an observation, he observed or assessed,
Yes, yeah.
assessed her. Okay.
Gave
Area of
feedback.
weakness.
He identified an area of weakness, he gave her feedback, but how did he give her feedback? How was his feedback when he gave her feedback?
That's what we were talking about. It was kind of like collaborative. Like he gave her feedback and then she disagreed with it. He was like, okay, you know, like she had to believe in it.
Mhm.
It wasn't just him.
It
Yeah.
wasn't him, right. And he didn't say, well, did he tell her at the beginning what she needed to work on?
No.
No. She came back to him and she said, okay, what'd you think? What should I do? And what did he say?
Put it back on her.
He put it back on her. He put it back on her to make her think, okay, what should you do? What should you do? Okay, talking about data and what we do every day, how does that relate to what we do every day? Do you guys have any aha moments or?
I did, I guess the scene where he was walking, when they were practicing, he was going back and forth, he had to start over. And sometimes and that's what I was just thinking about. I look at the score, I do see small games, but sometimes I just want them to have it. 100% just have it. And sometimes it might be a little gradual gain. And I think that's what happened with her. He just had to train her. Like he says, trained and untrained. And that's what was an aha moment for me. I just said, okay, well, I did see some good stuff, but in my head, I just want to see them already have it.
Right.
Instead
The
of just,
entire thing at one
Right,
time.
right.
instead of just unwritten, going
Right.
through walls.
Right, and when sometimes we get caught up in that, right? Like even with us as adults, when we learn something, we don't always get it the first time, do we? No, you gotta go back to the drawing board, you gotta try again. You gotta have it again, and that's the purpose of pulling your data. It may not work this time, so then you know, okay, I gotta go back to the drawing board. I gotta try this thing over because this wasn't working. All right, what was like one of the core ideas that stuck out from that movie?
Relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Relationship, motivation, yeah, belief, yep. He believed in her, she believed in herself, he supported her.
Scaffold.
He scaffolded her. These are all things that we do, right? Right. And one of the things that stuck out was, and the book talked about it, if he was not at the pool, there would not have been an analysis. He could not have helped her, right?
Yeah.
Think about with us assessing. I know it's a lot of assessing, but if we don't assess, then how are we going to move our kids? We have to use that to drive our instruction. So when I saw that movie, I said, oh my God. that was
Najee
so
Jennings, please come to the front office. Your ride is waiting. Najee Jennings, please
All right,
come to
so
the front
let's go. You
office.
have
Your
your
ride is
data
waiting.
in front of you. You have your data in front of you. All right, so Ms. Johnson, what I need you to do is I need you to set your timer. I need you to set your timer for about 10 minutes. All right, and as she set her timer, what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at our data. But when we look at our data, we're gonna only focus on the successes. We're gonna only look at the successes, and we're gonna each share out what those successes were. Okay? All right. You can, yeah. You can look at the summary report of how they did overall. Yeah. Mhm. All right. So whenever you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right, Ms. Hollis, would you like to start off?
Well, I know standard that we talked about on the last few meetings, they did show a little dance. So the NBC3, which is read, write, and compare decimals to the thousand, we had a student mastery of 81%.
Okay. All right, so there were some gains made there.
Yeah, a lot of games.
Okay.
I think we were in like the teens.
Okay,
last
good.
time, so-
Okay, awesome. All right, so that's good. So Ms. Culver?
Same standard, the reading, writing, compare decimals, 90% of women of my class master that standard, and 85% master in the other class.
Okay. All right, awesome. All right. And Ms. Gordon, Ms. Johnson, would you guys like to share?
I had students in both classes that had mastery, so that was good that it wasn't just like one class, because sometimes I know you feel like you only hit it well with one class, but both of them I had students who reached mastery.
Okay. All right. Are there any other successes that you guys would like to share? What went well? Are there any strategies that